Welcome back to Snackarinos. It's me, Sarah Z. Today, we are doing jar salsas. Now, when somebody sends me a snack to try, I am obligated to do the episode. And that's why we're here today. Because Sharon and Leslie, it's my aunt and cousin, brought me some salsas. Now, they brought me a Virginia-made salsa, which I thought was a great idea. And whenever possible, I'm going to try to grab some locally made, or when I'm traveling, grab some locally made items and integrate them into an episode. So today we're doing 6 types of jar salsa. Now, there's a time and place for any kind of salsa in my book. Jar salsas hold their shelf life much easier, especially when you're traveling or having a day at the beach, or when you're cooking, baking, and you want to mix them in. I would do a jar salsa over a fresh salsa any day. We'll probably do a fresh, refrigerated section salsa episode in the future when it gets a little warmer out. But today, we're going to focus on jar salsas. Let's see who we have in the lineup. We're going to start off here with Mateo's Gourmet Salsa. Now, a lot of people in the forums really like Mateo's. I've never had it. I'm super excited. All of our salsas are medium salsas today. We didn't go for the spicy boys. We'll probably do a spicy boys episode down the road too. Next, we have Gunther's Gourmet. This is our Virginia-made salsa. This is what my aunt cousin brought me. Shout out Leslie and Sharon. Then we've got Green Mountain Gringo Cantina Style, also a beloved salsa in the forums. Xochitl Mild Stone Ground Salsa. Siete Mild Salsa. I love their other products. They've got some cookies that are very delightful. So we're going to give them a try. And last but not least, another forum favorite, Clint's Texas Salsa Medium. If you want to snack along with me, Sarah Z, and the Jar Salsa episode, links to buy all these products are in the description below. Let's taste test. First up, Mateo's Gourmet Salsa. What we're going to be looking for today are delicious, flavorful salsas that aren't slimy or gummy. We want them to hold their texture. Mateo's is off to a great start because there aren't large chunks. I wasn't picky about that. I just picked the medium salsa that people like the most. We've got a blended salsa here. Tiny little pieces. We're looking for strong flavor. Very good. If I was going to go out and eat at a Mexican restaurant, this is the kind of salsa I would imagine would be served at the table. Starts out real warm on the bottom, coming forward. A little bit of spice in there, but they're mild, but that's okay. You still expect a little bit of spice. The acidity of the tomato rounds out the flavor at the end. It's very good. It's not overly tomatoey. It's very spice forward. And by spice, I mean like cumin, the Mexican spices. Not overly garlicky, not overly oniony. I like it. It's very flavorful. If I hadn't poured this out of the jar myself and somebody brought it to the table at a dinner, I may have mistaken it for a fresh made salsa made that day. Gunther's Gourmet Salsa Fresca. This one's a little bit chunkier than the last one. Not bad, not good, just telling you. Let's see what the flavors are. Very good. This is much less Mexican spice forward than the last one. The tomato flavor is more prominent, less acidic. Really delightful tomato flavor. I mean, this is really yummy. This is just when you want no fuss, no muss, delightful salsa, not spicy at all, which is fine as long as we've got really good flavor profile. Very fresh tasting. I would probably mistaken this for a homemade salsa if I hadn't poured it out of the jar myself. This is our local Virginia-made Gunther's Gourmet. Great job. Green Mountain Gringo Cantina Style Medium Salsa. This is another very thin blended salsa. I may like that better. I think that's my favorite. This one, you can't see pepper seeds like you could in the first one, so we'll see. This is gonna be tough. I'm floored. These are all really good so far. Green Mountain Gringo has a nice, even spice right when it hits your tongue. Really delightful flavor. I can't pinpoint it yet. It's not very spice forward. You're not getting a lot of those Mexican cuisine cooking spices. Jalapenos and pasilla peppers. There's a really distinct fresh flavor right when you eat it that I can't pinpoint. I'm wondering if it's that pasilla pepper. I don't know if I've ever had that before. When you just want some spice in your life, this is for their medium. This is spicy for the medium, dude. It's very smooth. It's sharp. It's spicy. Almost a little bit vinegary, which is nice. You can't taste or smell vinegar, but there's just a sharpness that's hard to define, like a brightness. So again, another really good salsa. You guys are making this hard on me today. Xochitl stone ground salsa. Now I can see that this is what they're calling chonky style. Pretty sure it's chonky. Maybe it's a U, but I can't tell because of the font. This reeks of tomato. It's got that watery consistency that comes when you use fresh tomatoes for salsa. It's definitely bigger chunks than the other ones. A little weird. It's got smoked peppers, smoked paprika. There's something just disturbing to me about having big chunks in water. It's almost like a soup, and I'm not a super big fan of that. The flavor is not here for me. It's just smoky tomato water, kind of. It's got, a good spice aftertaste. I could maybe see using this as like a base for a half homemade, half not salsa. It's already bringing that spice. It's already bringing that smokiness. It's got chunky tomatoes. Just throw some cilantro, onions in it. You got your own little, quasi homemade salsa. By itself, I'm really not feeling it, and I'm not into the chunky, watery style. Siete mild salsa roja, which I also missed while picking this out. It does have a darker color. These are really good. I'd never had them before. Got them for the episode La Cocina de Josefina, and they are delightful. Mexican restaurant style tortilla chips, my favorite. Mild salsa roja, casera style. I need to look up the different styles because we've had cantina, we've had casera, and we need to know the difference. All right, this one is gonna be spicy, I bet. Let's see. It's a very earthy flavor. The spices really aren't coming through. I do taste tomato, but it's just the acidity. And it kind of has that dark, earthy mole flavor. Well, it's not being called out. It's just really acidic, basically. Too acidic for me. This is not my favorite, and I'm not going to eat anymore. Clint's Texas salsa, medium. What does Texas salsa mean? Texas style? Don't know. I'll figure it out, and I'll put them in the comments below where we learn together. 'Cause love to learn. This is different. What I would describe as a garden salsa. So you get a lot of freshness of other vegetables kind of at the beginning. Clint's medium is my spicy, so careful out there. If you're not into spice, get the Clint's mild if you don't want any spice, because their medium is pretty darn spicy. Let's give this another chew, see what these flavors are. I'm getting a lot of bell pepper and the onion and the tomato. They're playing equally on the field here. It has a good flavor, a different flavor than all the rest for sure. It is spicy. I would not mistake it for a fresh salsa because it has that jar tomato flavor. It's a little bit chunkier, but not too watery, sticks to the chip. This is a great spicy medium salsa. That was tough, and my mouth is spicy. It's feeling very spicy right now because some of these are mediums, but they're more like hots. Everyone's scale is different. My two favorites from today's lineup are Green Mountain Gringo because it has a really fresh, delightful flavor. The peppers that they're including give it a unique, definitely Mexican cuisine flavor to me. It tricked me. I thought that it was freshly made, or I would have at least. I'm also going to go ahead and nominate the local Virginia salsa fresca because I don't know exactly what salsa fresca means. I think it just means fresh made, but you definitely nailed it here. It just tastes like you pulled these tomatoes right out of the garden and made this salsa. It does not have the Mexican cuisine spices, but is delightful summer salsa. It's not going to challenge your palate. It's just going to be easy going on a warm summer's day. There are so many jarred salsas out there. If you didn't see your favorite jarred salsa, please share it with me in the comments. I would love to hear your favorites, and we'll do another taste test down the road. That's going to wrap it up for me, Sarah Z, on today's Snackarinos episode. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss when I post new videos. And we'll see you later, alligators.